The downtown in Greenville, South Carolina is ranked as one of the top 10 downtowns in the entire world. It is truly a really special place, meaning that a lot of people want to live in the downtown area. There's several different sections in our downtown that you should know about. I'm going to discuss each section in this video. I'm going to go over the price points, average price per square foot, and what makes all of these neighborhoods unique in this video. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. Let's start with Nicholtown. What we see with the Nicholtown real estate is it takes about 30 days on average for a home to sell there. They're selling for around $323,000. So we look at the average price per square foot, and it's around $246 a square foot. So you are gonna find some smaller homes that are in that area, but of course you could always do some additions or potentially go up a level. There's a lot of different options potentially if someone wants to move to that particular area. Something else that people really like about Nicholtown is it's really close to Cleveland Park. And that really makes it a really unique fit, and it's a great price point, one of the most affordable places to live in our downtown. So we talked about Nicholtown, which has some of the most affordable real estate in downtown. Let's talk about our luxury living in the Augusta Road area. Augusta Road is really known as that premier area in our town. The reason being is it's so close to all kinds of shops. It's really close to downtown. There's some really great school systems that those homes are zoned for, and really just some beautiful architecture. You're close to one of the golf courses here, the Augusta Country Club, which actually has 2 different courses. So there's a lot of big benefits to living in the Augusta Road area. The city's also planning to sink a lot of money into the Augusta Road area over the next few years. They want to make sure that that area becomes even safer and more walkable. From a safety standpoint, what they're worried about is there's several different lights and intersections, and there's a lot of cars on the road, so they want to help from a safety standpoint of making it more walkable and accessible for the citizens that live in the area. When we look at the real estate in the Augusta Road area, it's taken about 32 days on average for a home to sell. It's around $905,000 for what the average price of a home is in that area. The average price per square foot is $354. So next, let's talk about the Overbrook area. Overbrook is an area that's seen a lot of growth recently. What we saw from Overbrook is basically the same patterns that happened in Nicholtown. A lot of people came in, invested a lot of money. Now, Overbrook is a little bit ahead as far as the growth of where Nicholtown was at. You see a lot more homes that have either been torn down or remodeled or completely reconstructed. We have a little bit larger of homes in Overbrook than in Nicholtown because people have done renovations, but overall you still get some smaller square footage homes. You're not gonna get some of the larger homes like you might see in the Augusta Road or some of the other areas of our downtown, but it is a great place. It's very walkable. There's some great shops that are nearby. It's got a great historical context. The architecture is really beautiful because you have some unique character to it. You have some great trees. So it really is a special place that a lot of people really gravitate toward. In Overbrook, homes are taking about 28 days to sell on average. The average home's selling for $473,000. And if we look at the average price per square foot, it's around $280. Let's talk about North Main. This is one of my favorite areas of town, the beautiful tree-lined streets, just some really amazing architecture that is on that street. Now it is gonna be a little bit further from like main walking downtown if you're talking about Falls Park than some of the other areas, but it's really beautiful, it's really nice, it has the great historical context, just some amazing architecture there, and just really is a unique feel in and of itself that is really special. A lot of the homes in the North Main area are larger than a lot of the other downtown areas that we're talking about. North Main also is zoned for some of the top-rated school systems in the area, so that's also a big advantage for the North Main area. Homes in the North Main area sell really fast. They sell in 19 days on average. They sell for $353 a square foot and for $814,000 on average. An area that's rising in popularity is the West Greenville area. That's known as our Arts District now. In West Greenville, they've seen a lot of renovations, a lot of revitalization, and there's a lot of new businesses. I recently talked about that in one of my update videos, a hotel that's coming there and a lot of other things as far as new construction community. What you'll see in West Greenville is it's going to be a big difference in price point there. You're gonna see some houses that can be tear downs, and you're gonna see some really beautiful architecture that's gonna be $1 million plus. So you'll see a big variety in price point. The reason why people are gravitating to the West Greenville area is it's highly walkable. You're really close to our baseball stadium here. You've got really great access to downtown, and you still have large enough homes where you can have a little bit of a yard, you might be able to have a garage, and you can have a good sized home for a family. The West Greenville area has really built this eclectic culture. You've got art galleries there, you have breweries, you have lots of great restaurants, so you have a lot of really interesting things and that are more modern and are really hip. And so a lot of people are really gravitating towards that area for that specific reason. Homes in the West Greenville area are taking about 45 days on average to sell. They're selling for $313,000 and the average price per square foot is $219. The next two areas are a little questionable if someone would consider this part of our downtown. It really just depends on who you talk to. If you do a search for a hotel in the area, both of these places will put hotels and say it's in our downtown. So I went ahead and talked about them because it is so close to downtown. They are both great areas that offer a lot. So I figured I'd go ahead and talk about them in this video. I'm going to talk about the Haywood Road area first. When we look at the Haywood Road area, homes sell pretty fast there. They sell in 21 days, they sell for $512,000 on average, and they sell for $211 a square foot. Really what makes that area special is you get some old charm that's there. You're really close to Pelham Road, you're right on the Haywood Road area, which means you have access to the mall, you have access to a lot of shops. You're really close to our Five Forks area, which has everything you could ever imagine on Woodruff Road. It also has great accessibility to 385 and 85, which if someone's commuting, maybe you're going to Spartanburg for work, this could be a really great area of town. You get some larger homes, you pay a little less price per square foot, you got a little bit more of a commute, but overall it's a very quick commute into our downtown and really makes this area attractive in a lot of ways. We do have multiple school zones that are in this particular part of town depending on where you go, but overall you're going to see some pretty good school rankings in these areas as well. The next area I'm going to talk about is the Cherrydale area. Cherrydale was recently annexed from a commercial side into the city of Greenville, so I'm going to go ahead and include it in this video. If we look at the real estate in the Cherrydale area, it sells in 27 days on average. It sells for $450,000 and it sells for $228 per square foot. Now, Cherrydale has a big variety of price points. We see stuff that sells as low as $250,000 in that area, and we see stuff that are multi-millions because there's a couple neighborhoods there that are really some of the best in class in our area. So that average price point is really going to vary in the kind of quality and the differences in houses you're going to get. This, like the West Greenville area, is going to be one of the most varied areas. When we look at what makes Cherrydale special, they've invested a lot of money into that area recently. There's a lot of shops there, there's a movie theater, there's ice cream places, you name it, there's stuff that you can get to, and you can get to downtown in 7 to 10 minutes. You're also really close to downtown Travelers Rest, making it really accessible to get to multiple different locations. Cherrydale is also really close to Furman University, so it can be a great option for someone that wants to live close to a student going to Furman. Or if you just want to just go and walk the beautiful grounds at Furman, because it is open to the public most of the time, it's a great location. The Cherrydale area is also really close to Paris Mountain, our state park, which has lots of hiking, mountain biking, and kayaking. So that can be a really incredible feature for someone as well. Next area we're going to talk about is the Alta Vista area. This is one of our most popular and one of our most expensive areas to live in. Homes on average will sell for $1.4 million. They'll sell for $427 per square foot, and they'll sell in 18 days on average. What really makes the Alta Vista area so special is it's so close to all the shops. It's really close to some of the premier areas and roads in our town, some that are known that have a lot of historical significance. There's a lot of great tree-lined streets. There's just a lot of beauty in that area. You've got some really incredible schools that are there as well. It's great walkability. Where you look at the Augusta Road where there's more traffic and congestion, the Alta Vista area, while there is some traffic that's going through there, tends to be a little less traffic heavy, so it gives you a little bit more of that peaceful atmosphere that you might be looking for. So overall, the Alta Vista area is truly a unique and really special place if you can find a home in that area. And the last area on our list is the Parkins Mill area. Homes will take 45 days on average to sell in this location. They sell for about $1.4 million. They sell for $352 a square foot. What we see in Parkins Mill is a lot of people actually will not put their home on the market. In the last year, we've only seen 4 homes that have sold in this particular location. There's been a lot more sales in that area, but it tends to be one of those things you really gotta know somebody to get into this area. People really love the Parkins Mill area because it has a lot of tree-lined streets. It's zoned for some really incredible schools. You have some larger homes that are there, making it a great place if someone wants to, have a family in this particular area where they don't need a smaller home. Parkins Mill is also really close to the Haywood area. It's got great accessibility to 385 and 85 as well, some of our best of any of the areas that I mentioned, and it's so close to downtown, which just really makes it a really incredible location. So there you have it. I covered 9 different areas of our downtown. Which area sounds the most appealing to you? Drop a comment down below, and if you live in any of these areas, please share your own personal thoughts on what makes them so special.